360. But we have brought in even bigger guns. I mean, I'm no slouch when it comes to a business plan or two, but this is one of the most successful businesswomen and entrepreneurs in the entire country. Please welcome back from Shark Tank, the one and only Barbara Corcoran. Lady she is. She told Josh Capon, my chef friend that was just in the kitchen, who listed the 29 restaurants he has.
I met him in the dressing room.
And she's like, wow, that was an amazing segment. I can't wait to go to all of your restaurants. She made him sign a card that says she can eat for free in all his restaurants.
Now, all you suckers are my witness.
She's amazing. Tell everybody some of your key building blocks when you look back on your own life and your own journey.
Yes.
Kind of rags to riches.
Well, first off, the great majority of people who start businesses come from poor families.
That's right.
I was one of them. You don't need money to start a business, okay? The guys with the money tend not to do so well. What I did is I was a diner waitress, and I took a $1,000 loan from my boyfriend, and I started a small, or I should say tiny real estate company in New York City to rent apartments. It was just me.
And now it's the entire city has your name on it.
No.
All the good stuff has your name on it.
Well, one thing I knew is I knew right away I was going to need a plan because I only had $1,000. So I decided what my overhead was. It was exactly $120 a week or $480 a month. And I knew it bought me my desk space, which I subleased, a Princess phone, an extra $1 a month. What the hell?
She's so cool.
Yeah, and the other thing it bought me was a 5-line ad in the New York Times classified columns. Very important. But one thing I knew is I only had 6 weeks to stay in business, and I had to hit the floor running and make a commission fast. And luckily for me, I did. And now this is how I work my plan my entire life. Simple. Every time I had an extra $480, which represents a 1-month overhead, I took the $480 and I hired a salesperson because I knew I could afford them for 1 month.
That's
and
right.
when they made the extra $480, they hired a salesperson, not they. I hired another one because they made the profit. And then I hired and hired and hired with the $480 until I had until I had 1,000 salespeople and sold my business for $66 million.
She has a pretty original idea, I think. She wants to go into nutrition and fitness, but she wants to do sort of a 360 lifestyle thing for mothers and their children, which is kind of cool. So, school her.
Yeah, I'll give you a few tips, okay? First of all, you have to look the part, all right? And you have to act the part. Acting the part, I have found, is nothing more than convincing yourself you're deserving of the business. Lots of people who start out in a business have inside them, oh my God, I don't know if I'm really going to make... That kind of self-talk the clients pick up on. It's like a dog on a bone. They can smell you weak. Right. You have to convince yourself you're deserving of your success, which is hard for a lot of women in particular, because they tend to take a second seat on stuff. I had to psych myself up, I deserve this, I deserve this. Once I did, I had to stand apart from the pack. So what I had to do, look at you look the part. I needed to look like a fancy real estate lady, so the first thing I did with my first commission check, which was not practical, is I blew it on a fancy coat, a Bergdorf Goodman's, so I looked like a fancy lady. And I wore that coat for 4 years up and down the streets of Manhattan. I got my money's worth. And after that, I decided, how do I stand apart? And I bought myself a red suit, and I continued buying red suits. It's all I ever wore was a red suit. When I walked into a room, people would say, there she is, the girl in the red suit. So you need to figure out, you're so pretty, you look healthy, are you?
Yes, I am healthy. I hope so.
Okay. People are going to want to look like you and be like you, but how do you really zoom it up and stand apart from the pack? That's the very beginning.
Packaging.
The right packaging. She said it. What'd you say?
Packaging.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, for me, it was a time thing. I thought, well, my thing is 30 minutes or less. That's my promise, because that's what people would wait for the delivery guy from the pizza company. They would wait 30 minutes for him, so why not take 30 minutes and make better food and feel better about it for yourself and your family? Like, I think you have a great idea. You just got to put a wrapper around it.
Yeah. And you know what's great? Everybody copied you. We'll see what came out with it. But
yes, I know. I've seen many of those titles.
Ready for another tip?
Yes.
Okay. People underestimate the power of organization. If you're just working by yourself, you don't have to be organized. You work however you please. But the minute you start multiplying and building an organization, you've got to be organized. I fortunately had a mother, had 10 kids in a 2-bedroom flat, and she was super organized. So what she did is she had all the socks in one drawer. For my 4 brothers, she had all navy blue. For the 6 girls, she had all white, all in the same size. Now think about the genius in that. All you had to do getting out to school in the morning is reach in and grab any 2 as long as you knew the color, and only my gay brother got confused. We should always try. All right, but how did I take that to my office? Well, I was dyslexic and not good with words, so I got good at colors, and I used it my entire life to build my business. So you walk into my office, everything's color-coded. I do 3 types of segments: self-improvement, real estate, and of course what we're doing here today, business advice. I only have 3 colors, so anything I want to find, ideas, new things, filing stuff, I just know what my colors are, okay? Likewise with my to-do list. Everybody in the world works with a to-do list, okay? But here's what I learned years ago. There's so much papers. Everybody prints everything out. I get confused. I only have my to-do list every day on a bright paper. I don't care how big it gets. I can find it. And then when I take my to-do list, there's a million things you're not going to get done. That's the way I look through and I go, what are my A's? That's an A. That's an A. The rest are B's, C's, 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 millions of C's. You know what an A is? The A is the item that you usually don't want to do, that is going to do the most to push your business ahead. Hard lifting.
That's right.
I don't want to call them. I don't want to ask for the order. I don't want to be embarrassed. Get the A's out of the way. And who cares if the C's ever happen? Right. It doesn't make a difference,
C's can wait till
Wednesday. Forces you.
Okay, what are we going to do with the easel?
Okay, this one, I'm going to get around here. It's important to have a to-do list, but what I think people don't realize is you have to have a not-to-do list, okay? People don't do well with things they're not good at. So you could try your whole life, you're never going to get good at it. So what I did, and you could do it here, put a nice line down the middle of the paper, right down the middle, okay? Right there. Yeah, like you mean it. And on this side, you're going to write the things in your business you love to do, and on that side, the things you don't like to do.
Oh my gosh. Okay, let's see.
At least she started on the positive side.
The positive is always the short side, by the way.
That's right?
Yeah. Talk to people. You fooled me. You look shy to me.
I am not a shy person.
There you go. You know woman.
You're just polite. I was mistaken. What else?
I love, obviously, to work out.
You look it?
She's strong. Big muscles.
I try. And I also love to share my story, which I think is important in reaching out
Storytelling
to
is
other
essential in business. Essential.
People remember stories,
That's
not
right.
lectures. Yep. Okay.
That's
That's enough.
Okay, good. What do you not like to do?
What do you not like to do?
I don't like to do the hard follow-up.
Mm.
So the people who ask me the hard questions.
Like trying to get them as clients?
Yes.
Yeah. So you don't want to chase them.
Yes. That's always difficult
The
for me.
sales part is tough for you.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Honestly, starting my day sometimes is hard for me because I do have children at home, so...
Rachael will buy an alarm clock.
And she has kids. That's it. Nature's alarm clock, right?
Okay.
Yeah, so keeping myself on track to get started.
Give me one more horrible thing you just don't like doing. How about filing?
Oh my, yeah.
I knew it.
Filing. I don't do it. It all ends up in a drawer. Just
Okay.
in.
All right. So
Just in.
So here's the gig, I believe, truly. And I do this for myself probably every 3rd month. And I've been around a long time, right? If you talk to people well, if you work out well, which is half your business, and what is that again?
It's storytelling.
Storytelling. People want to hear it, and I would listen to you because you seem so nice.
Thank you.
So you have that advantage. What if you only had a world where you did that and you didn't have to do any of this anymore? You'd say, oh, impossible. That's part of business. But I do this all the time, all right? If this was my business, you know what I would do? I would barter with a friend who's got the gift and gab on a phone. I would say, here's your script. I want you to call these 9 people, and I want you to say, okay, Nicole is going to be in town on Tuesday, and she's just wondering if you have time in your calendar for a workout, either Tuesday or Wednesday. She has availability. They can do it more easily than you. That's off your list. You just bartered. Maybe you could give them a free workout for that. You don't have to have money. Okay. What is this? Starting in the morning? Who's your liveliest friend that's always up at the crack of dawn and you hate her?
I have one. My
Okay.
best friend.
Yeah, what's her name?
Jen.
Okay, so Jen gets this.
Lucky Jen.
Okay. Jen's going to get this. Okay. You could train them. That's a real get, you know. Okay. And filing? Who do you know who's organized? Keeps the perfect checkbook.
Honestly, my oldest son is more
Okay.
organized.
Done.
Done and done.
Elevate.
You're amazing. Love her. Not bad, huh?
No,
Isn't she amazing?
20%.
There you go. She just earned her this. Oh, talk about sharp right here. I'm speechless. I'm going to digest everything that you just said because it was just delicious. Thank you.